Hello and welcome to the GFY Club with your host, Lee. Today I'm going to talk about everyone's favorite entitled, abrasive, out-of-touch, mediocre writer and comedy type person of the lady variety, Lena Dunham. You may be asking yourself, why does Lee give a f*** about Lena Dunham? Well, my gentle viewers, the answer to that question is simple. I don't. But I need a good laugh and so do you, so I'm going with Dunham. And there is nothing you can do to stop me from opening my book of shadows and reading. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Lena Dunham is a comedic writer and actress, and the creator of the HBO show called Girls. As the name suggests, the show is about a group of female friends, and revolves around their various upper-middle class, hipster bullshit adventures in an utterly porcelain New York City. This series has gotten pretty much rave reviews from industry filleting, downtrodden, soulless journalists, from entertainment rags. Is rags still a word for newspapers? It is now. Like the Times and the New Yorker. As much as I think Gawker Media and its subsidiaries are just as much good and ethical journalists as I am Mrs. Henry Mountbatten Windsor. That is not close, but maybe with a diet, makeover, and a couple of years of hard work, and it'll be possible. They were spot on when they said Girls was basically a whole lot of rich white girls being super introspective and deep after living basically totally shallow lives, while living in a world completely devoid of people who don't look and act exactly like them, excluding the unavoidable set pieces that were people of color. That is, any color but bottle tan. Or from what I've seen, even slightly different social and economic class. Now, I wanted to focus on Dunham and let the steaming pile of cinnamon-toasted horse shit called Girls fall by the wayside, before I died by laughing myself into a stroke at the idea that a white girl having her entire life, 2 years after college being paid for her by her parents, could ever be called realistic or raw. But then it hit me. I am talking about Lena Dunham. Because only someone so desperately blinded by unfathomable privilege would ever default to thinking working artists would only ever work for the love of art and not expect to be paid. Yeah, I get that artists would get the blurb of having worked and toured with Lena Dunham. But the key word is work. If you work, you should receive payment for that work. And I doubt these people are volunteers. As unfortunate as many aspects of Lena Dunham's career is, she is not a soup kitchen. So anyway, it's either that or she's a selfish, egotistical bitch. Call me crazy, but I don't know if I'd rather she's clueless or malevolent. Do not start. Hear me out, goddammit. Because that's the thing about privilege, isn't it? You can stomp a stone cold piece of shit asshole into the ground just fine. But being privileged doesn't automatically make you a bad person. Even living life totally unaware of the shining armor of privilege doesn't automatically make you a bad person. If Dunham just said, fuck these artists, I'm not giving them shit, haha bitch. Or if she's just blithely assumed that because she can show her art off for free, then everybody else can, the end result is the same. The artist didn't get paid. See, what pisses me off about this kind of privilege is that it turns good people into supervillains. It's a default state that shields the privileged from reality. It's a lack of outside perspective. And when you can only imagine life from your perspective, it's easy to ignore or just plain miss everybody who's not wearing the same rosy-colored glasses as you. And the amount of suffering and destruction left in the wake of these ignorant-ass privileged people is truly astounding. But the good news about Dunham is that the internet bitched and moaned loud enough for it to reach her exalted ears, and she was able to listen long enough to correct her privilege-induced hallucination before it did any real damage. So when people say, check your privilege, chill, because that's all it means. Take a second, pull down those played out 60 rose-colored glasses and listen for a second to the people who don't have any glasses. And try to empathize with what it's like to live in a world without the privilege that comes natural to you. Like Dunham, you might realize that you missed a lot. And move your ass foot before you step all over someone's life's work and look like Lex Luthor.